Hi, I'm Sam, and today I'm going to show you how to diagnose the charging system on your motorcycle. Let's say you're out riding and the bike dies, and it's obviously a dead battery. For instance, you try and start it, and you just hear clicking from the starter or the solenoid, and the dash goes dead. These are good examples of the battery being dead, and the first thing you need to do when you get the bike back home to troubleshoot it is figure out if the battery has gone bad or if the charging system isn't working, and that's led the battery to become completely discharged, which could make the battery bad as well, depending on what you have. But the first thing we need to do is determine if that's working or not. All we need to do that is a voltmeter. This is a multimeter, but a voltmeter is all we need, something just to show the voltage. So we need to get access to the battery, and on this bike, it's a 2003 SV650, Suzuki SV650. It's underneath the seat. This bike right now just has a plain old lead acid battery, but you could have a lithium battery or something like that, a lightweight battery. And the problem with those in these circumstances are they really don't like to be discharged completely. So even if the battery itself is not bad and it's just the charging system that stopped working, there's a good chance that your battery is not going to charge back up. But in any case, the first thing we need to do is to charge up the battery that's in the bike. So right now this bike is working, so this battery is just fine, but let's say you just got your bike home and the battery's dead. You want to hook a charger up to it or take the battery out of the bike and charge it up. Once you've charged it up and determined by checking the voltage of the battery itself with either in the bike with the bike turned off or disconnected from the bike. Here, we'll do it right now. Turn our voltmeter on and hook it up to the battery, and with this battery being 12 volt battery, the more voltage in this case means more power, with 12.5 volts, 12.5, 12.6 being basically 100% full. So we can see the multimeter is showing 12.57 volts, so that shows that this battery is fully charged. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your battery is charged, or you have a battery that is charged hooked up to the bike. Then you want to run the bike. And if the charging system is working correctly, it will have a higher voltage when the bike is running than when the bike is turned off. When I turn the ignition on, initially it's going to go down because the battery is now powering the ECU as well as the headlight and the other electronics in the bike. And when I start it, it's going to drop even more initially because the starter using power. But then if the alternator and the charging system is working correctly, then it's going to show a higher voltage than when it's just sitting right here. So let's test it. So there we are showing about 14.3 volts, showing that the battery is being charged. Even at idle, it's showing a charge on our battery. So that shows that our charging system is working correctly. Let's say you started it up and that didn't go up. That's going to confirm that the charging system is not working correctly. And then you need to troubleshoot that system more to determine what's actually wrong with it. It could be the regulator, could be the stator, it could be the wiring. There's a number of components that you have to, at that point, diagnose. But even being able to just discern if it's the battery or the charging system, because if a battery goes bad, it could look like your charging system went bad. And if you take it to a shop, that could cost you, money. And if you at home, using a cheap tool, can figure out that it's the battery itself, or if it is the bike, that you can bring it in and let the shop know what the issue is, and only have them do the necessary work. I hope this was helpful, and I'll be back for another video soon.